Hey, I'm really glad you're here. Quick question. Have you ever been going through something heavy and you thought, what's the point of all this? If yes, today's episode is for you. There's a book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. And it's not just a book. It's like someone gently holding your shoulder and saying, I know life can hurt, but you can still keep your soul. There's a story titled Man's Search for Meaning from Viktor E. Frankl, set in a nameless, frozen place behind fences, where people lost almost everything, but some of them still found a reason to keep going. Let's talk about what Frankl learned and how you can use it in real life today. Who Frankl was and why this book hits different. So Frankl was a psychiatrist, a doctor of the mind, and then he was forced into Nazi concentration camps. I'm not going to turn this into shock content. That's not what this is. What matters is what he noticed about people, about survival, and about meaning. He saw that pain can take a lot from you, but it can't take everything. And he wrote one of the most famous ideas in psychology. Even if you can't control your situation, you can still choose your attitude. You can still choose your next move. Not in a fake, positive vibes way, in a real way. Like, I can't control the storm, but I can choose how I stand inside it. What happens to the mind under extreme stress? Frankl describes what happens when life becomes unbearable. At first, your brain is in shock. It feels unreal. Then the mind adapts, because it has to. People become numb, not because they're heartless, but because feeling everything all the time would destroy them. And here's something Frankl observed that's uncomfortable but honest. When people are stripped down, some become cruel, some become selfish, some collapse. But some people become more human. Some people still shared food, still comforted others, still offered kindness. And that's where the book quietly teaches something important. Suffering doesn't automatically make you a better person, but it reveals what you choose to be. And that's not just true in extreme situations. It's true when you're burned out, broke, grieving, heartbroken, anxious, lonely, stuck. Different scale, same human heart. The thing that kept people alive. Frankl noticed something. Survival wasn't just about the body. Yes, food mattered. Yes, luck mattered, but he saw people often collapsed when they lost something else. A reason, a future, a why. When someone felt, deep down, life doesn't expect anything from me anymore, that's when they started to disappear. So what helped? Meaning-based hope. Not, everything will be easy, but, I have a reason to endure. Sometimes that reason was love. Sometimes it was a promise. Sometimes it was unfinished work. Sometimes it was simply, I refuse to let this turn me into someone I don't respect. Frankl often held on to the image of his wife. Just remembering love gave him strength. And I know what you might be thinking. How can love help when life is brutal? Because love isn't just something you receive, it's something you carry. Even if everything else is taken, you can still carry love. The inner world nobody can confiscate. Frankl talks about how people survived by protecting their inner life. They remembered music, they recalled poetry, they imagined sunsets and faces and warmth. Not to escape reality, to stay human inside reality. And honestly, this is so relevant today, because modern life can also trap you.
not with fences, but with endless scrolling, constant comparison, noise, pressure, overthinking, feeling like you're never enough. Frankl's reminder is simple. Your inner life is your home. Protect it, because when you lose that, even normal life feels unbearable. Logotherapy, the psychology of meaning. Frankl created a type of therapy called logotherapy. It's basically built on this idea. Humans don't just want pleasure. Humans don't just want power. Humans want meaning. And when people don't have meaning, they often fall into what he called an existential vacuum. It looks like numbness, boredom, restlessness, feeling empty even while busy chasing distractions. And logotherapy asks a different question than most self-help. Not, what do I want from life, but, what does life expect from me right now? That question is powerful because it shifts you from being stuck in your feelings to being in relationship with your life. It gives you direction, even if the direction is small, even if it's just get through today with dignity.
The 3 ways to find meaning, the heart of the book. This part is the core of the book. Frankl says we find meaning in 3 main ways. 1. Meaning through creation, what you give. This is what you contribute. Work, craft, a project, a skill you build, something you offer to the world. It doesn't have to be big. Meaning can be writing 1 page, helping 1 person, improving 1 habit, building 1 small thing that didn't exist yesterday. Creation gives you a reason to wake up. 2. Meaning through experience and love, what you receive. Beauty, nature, music, friendship, connection. Some days, a single moment of real connection can keep you alive. Meaning isn't measured by how long it lasts, it's measured by how deeply it touches you. 3. Meaning through attitude, when suffering can't be avoided. This is the hardest one. If the pain is unavoidable, you can still choose who you become inside it. And again, Frankl is not saying suffering is good. He's saying, if it's unavoidable, don't let it destroy your identity. Because suffering can shape you, but only if you refuse to let it erase you. A weird truth. You can't chase happiness directly. Frankl says something that feels almost backwards. The more you chase happiness, the more it slips away. Because happiness is usually a side effect of meaning, purpose, love, responsibility, doing something that matters. So instead of asking, how do I feel happy? Ask, what would make today meaningful? That question helps you move, even when motivation is gone. Tragic optimism. Yes, life is hard, and still worth it. Frankl uses the phrase tragic optimism. It means life can be painful, life can be unfair, loss can happen. And still, you choose to say yes to life, not because you're pretending, but because you refuse to let tragedy be the final author of your story. It's the ability to say, I'm hurt, but I'm still here. That's tragic optimism, and honestly, that's strength. How to use this book in your life. Practical friend advice. Okay, let's make this real. Here are 5 ways to apply Frankl's ideas. 1. Swap why me for what now. Why me keeps you trapped. What now gives you movement. What now could mean 1 phone call, 1 small plan, 1 honest conversation, 1 boundary, 1 breath, and 1 step. 2. Create a meaning anchor sentence. Pick 1 sentence that grounds you. Examples. I won't abandon myself. I'll do the next right thing. I protect my mind. I keep promises to myself. I can be afraid and still act. One sentence. Repeat it when you spiral. 3. Choose one responsibility you won't drop. Not 100 things, just one. A responsibility that gives structure. Maybe your health, your family, your healing, your craft, your finances, your education, your mental peace. One responsibility can save you. 4. Use the future you trick. Ask, if I met myself 1 year from now, what would they thank me for? That question is like a compass. 5. Important. Meaning is not enduring abuse. Frankl isn't saying stay in harm. If you can leave a harmful situation, leave. If you can get help, get help. Meaning is not suffering for no reason. Meaning is protecting life, including yours. Part 10. A soft reflection. For the listener. All right, just for a moment, take a breath. What are you carrying right now? Name it. Now ask, is it changeable? If yes, what's one small step this week? If no, what attitude would you respect in yourself, even here? Now ask, what does life expect from me today? Not forever, just today. Maybe the answer is rest, forgive, begin again, eat, sleep, reach out, tell the truth, take a walk, drink water, do one thing. Meaning can be small. Small doesn't mean weak. Small means doable. Closing, friend to friend. If you're going through a hard season, I just want to say this like a friend. You don't have to be fearless. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need one honest step. Frankl's message is simple. Even when life is brutal, you still have a choice. Not a big choice. Sometimes it's just, I will not abandon myself today. And if that's all you can do right now, that's enough. Thanks for being here with me. If this episode helped, comment one word, meaning, and tell me which book you want next.